Good morning, dear students. Today is the first lesson. We will revise some grammar lessons, and let's talk about things that we do every day. You know that there are many things that we do every day, in the morning, in the evening, in the afternoon. And there are many places that we go and many people that we like to see. And there are a lot of things that we like and things that we dislike. Okay, let me talk about myself. My name is Mrs. Hind Ali. I'm a teacher, okay? And let me introduce to you what I do through the day. So I wake up at 6 o'clock. I wash my face. I brush my teeth. I have my breakfast. And in the afternoon, I like to read a story. And okay, let me tell you about my day. I wake up at 6 o'clock. I wash my face. I brush my teeth. I eat my breakfast. I get dressed. And I like to have a cup of tea. Then I start to go to my work. When I come back, I do my work and I read some stories, and I sleep at 9 o'clock. So if you want to tell me something about yourself, things that you like, things that you dislike, places that you like to go, and people that you like to meet. If you want to introduce yourself to me and tell me everything about yourself, we have to revise the present simple tense. So let's revise the present simple tense. Present simple tense is used to talk about the daily routine. What's the meaning of daily routine? Daily routine means things that we do on a daily basis. For example, I wake up at 6 o'clock. That means that I do this, or I wake up every day at 6 o'clock. She wakes up at 6 o'clock. Okay, that means that every day she wakes up at 6 o'clock. This is the daily routine. For example, when I said I wash my face, I brush my teeth, I read my story, I go to work, those things I do it every day. So those are my daily routine. Okay. Second, the repeated action. What's the meaning of repeated action? Repeated action means the action that I repeated every day, or at the weekend, or in summer, or in winter, or whatever. The action that I usually repeat, we call it repeated action. Example, we go to the club at the weekend. It means that every weekend I go to the club. Maybe I go with my friends, maybe I meet my relatives there. So this is the meaning of repeated action, action that I repeat every day. We go to the club at the weekend. My sister plays football on Sundays. It means that every Sunday my sister go to the club to play football. This is a repeated action. Number 3, true facts. What the meaning of facts? Facts mean things that are true. For example, the sun rises in the morning. This is a fact. This is something true. This is something that happens every day and never stop. So the birds fly. This is a fact. That are something that we see every day. Fish swim. This is a fact. This is something true. This is something that we can see around. Okay. Likes and dislikes. Likes are things that we like. Like, I like to eat pizza, but I don't like to eat cheese. We like pizza. She likes cheese. So whenever you talk about something that you like or something that you dislike, you have to use the present simple tense. Now, how to form the present simple tense? Okay, now look. You have to remember that with they, after they, we, you, I, we have to put the verb in the infinitive. What the meaning of infinitive? We have to keep the verb as it is. We never add anything to the verb. We keep the verb as it is. For example, they play football. Okay? We have fun. Now I put the verb as it is. I didn't change the verb. So after they, we, you, I have to put the verb plus the infinitive, and I will keep the verb as it is. Okay, what about he, she, it? Or if I'm talking about one person or one thing, it means singular. After he, she, it, I put the verb, but I have to add something to the verb. Sometimes I add s, sometimes I add es, sometimes I add ies. So let's see the cases. Some spelling rules. After he, she, it only, we have to add something to the verb. Sometimes I said we add s, sometimes we add es, sometimes we add ies. So let's see when we have to use s. So here the verb want, we just add s. Read, reads. Like, likes. Work, works. Send, sends. This is a normal verb, so we only add s. Sometimes we're not gonna add s, we will add es. Why? Look here. When do we have to add es, not only s? If the verb ends with s, ss, ch, sh, x, or o, you have to add es, not only s. Now, I want you to remind this. I want to remind you with the s, ss, ch, sh, x, o. To remember, please remember this flower. Okay? Inside the flower we have the es, and we can say it like this: s, ss, ch, sh, x, o. If the verb ends with any of these verbs, we have to add es. Example, catch, it ends with ch, so we have to add at the end es. Brush also ends with sh, so we have to add es at the end. Go ends with o, so we have to add es. Now miss, we have double s at the end, so we have to add es. Fix ended with x, so we have to add es. All of these letters you can find it inside the flower, so here we have to add es. What about the ies? Sometimes we're not going to add s, we're not going to add es, we have to add ies. Now we have two things that we have to pay attention to it. First, if the verb ends with consonant plus y, we cross the y and add ies. Okay. If the verb ends with vowel plus y, we will keep the y and add s. Now, let's have an example to understand what I'm saying. Now, if the verb ends with y, and before the y, we have one of the vowels. I think all of us know what the meaning of vowels. What are the vowels? I, E, O, A, U. 5 letters. If I found it before the y, I have to keep the y because I usually say that those letters, the vowels, are strong. We never cross the y. We have to keep the y and put only s. Like here, he plays football at the weekend. Okay? Now, I didn't cross the y. I keep it as it is, then I put only s. Now, what if there is, if we look here the y, if before the y, we don't have vowel, what are we gonna do? No, here we have to cross the y and put ies. Now look here, study. This verb ends with y, and before the y we have the letter D. Okay, D is not a vowel, so what are we gonna do? we are gonna cross the Y and we are going to add I-E-S. Okay, carry, it ends with Y. If you look to the letter before the Y, it's not a vowel, so we will keep the Y, then we will, sorry, it's not a vowel, so we will cross the Y and we will add I-E-S. The same here for fly. Now, but pay attention. We do all this, okay, if I have he or she or it at the beginning of the sentence. If I'm talking about only one person, a singular, or if I'm saying he or she or it, after he or she or it, I'm gonna put something, add something to the verb. I'm gonna add S or ES or IES. But if I'm talking about many things, plural, or I'm saying they, we, you, I, okay, I have after them to put the verb in the infinitive form. I have to keep the verb as it is. I'm not gonna add anything. Clear? Okay. Let's see some examples. My grandma visits us every weekend. Now here my grandma is only one person. So the verb after my grandma, I have to add something to the verb in the present simple tense. Okay, so I added S because this is a normal verb. There is nothing irregular in this verb, so I'm gonna put S. Now here, brushes. Now this verb ends with SH. Now do you remember the flower? The S, SS, CH, SH, X, O. Okay, the SH is one of the letters inside the flower, so we have to add ES. Sally studies in the evening. Now study ends with Y. And at the beginning of the sentence, we started by saying Sally. And Sally is one person. It's equal to she. So the verb, we have to add something to the verb. Here, this verb ends with Y. So we have to cross the Y. Then instead, we are going to put IES. The last example, my mom stays at home in the morning. Now also my mom is one person. So I have to add something to the verb, S or ES or IES. Okay, this verb ends with Y. But every time I see a verb ends with Y, I have to look to the letter before the Y. Here the letter before the Y is A. It's one of the vowels. The vowels are strong. We will not gonna cross the Y. We can do this. Whenever we see a vowel, we can do this. Okay, we will keep the Y and we will add only S. Okay, verb to be is irregular verb. Okay, with verb to be, we're not gonna add S or ES or IES or anything. Okay, it has its own rule. Okay, whenever I see verb to be express myself, or if I want to describe something or to say something about someone or a person or something, we have to use verb to be. We change verb to be to am or is or are. We use am or is or are only in verb to be. Am, I put it after I. I am a girl. Is, I put it after he, she, or it. He is a boy. She is a girl. It is a cat. Okay, are, we put are after the plural. After after they, we, you, and the plural. My sisters are happy. Okay, we are having fun. Okay, I am tall. Example, I am tall. She is happy. We are ready. Okay, now here after I put am. She is, I put is. We are, I put are after we. Okay. Okay, verb to have. Okay, verb to have also is irregular verb. it has its own rule. So we change verb to have to has or have. Has for the singular, or if I'm talking about a girl, a boy, a cat, a dog, whatever, I'm gonna say has. He, she, it. After them, I'm gonna put has. Okay? Have when I'm talking about the plural. When I'm talking about many things, many people, I'm gonna use have. Okay? Also after I, we, you, they, or the plural. If I'm talking about many things or many people, I'm gonna use have. I have 2 sisters. Now after I put have. Tom has 7 computer games. Tom is only one person, so I'm gonna put has after Tom. Now choose the correct answer. He likes to eat pizza. He or likes. Now after he or she or it or the singular, or if I'm talking about one person, I have to add something to the verb. I'm going to add s or es or ies. So here the right answer is likes. Now number 2, my friends goes to the cinema at the weekend. Now friends, pay attention to the s for the plural. When I'm not talking about one friend, many friends. So I have to keep the verb as it is. So I'm gonna say my friends go to the cinema at the weekend. We have or has a small dog at home. We, I, we, you, they. After them, we're gonna put what? Have or has. We keep the verb as it is. So we will put it as it is, have. We're not gonna change it. Number 4, the bird flies with the s and keeping the y, or the verb flies after crossing the y, we put ies. Which one is the right one? Now the bird is only, I'm talking about one bird, singular. So, and fly ends with y. So, anytime I see a verb ends with y, I have to look to the letter before the y. Before the y. What's before y? L. L is vowel? No. Okay, so I can cross the y and I'm gonna put ies. So it will be the bird flies high. Because I cross the y, then I put ies. Okay, my uncle am or is or are a pilot. My uncle is only, I'm talking about one person. So I'm gonna use is. My uncle is. I can say my uncle am a pilot. My uncle are a pilot. If I put s here, my uncles, I'm gonna say my uncles are. But I'm talking about one uncle, so I'm gonna say my uncle is a pilot. Okay? Okay. Thank you.